Hello, besties. If you came across this video, it found you for a reason. This is timeless. What do you need to know? Right in this moment, let's spill all the tea and nothing but the motherfucking tea, bestie. One card, well, two cards. You're fucking shitting me. The first two cards that came out, bestie, if you don't want a fucking love reading, scroll on because we have the Four of Wands and the Lovers coming out. Not the two commitment cards. The only thing we're missing is the Two of Cups out here. But the Lovers in this deck, well, first and foremost, it's Gemini energy. You could be a Gemini, they could be a Gemini, or this could be taking place when you see it in Gemini season, which would be end of April, early May. But the Lovers card is here. You can kind of see how their hair is flowing together. With the Four of Wands, I mean, it's screaming twin flame. And I fucking hate the fact I say that because I think a lot of people romanticize the twin flame journey. They excuse and look up the twin flame dynamic to go at the runner and the chaser to really describe a karmic relationship. But the fact the Four of Wands and the Lover came out, as I'm recording this, it is Sagittarius season and she kind of has the bow and arrow here on her shoulder. So you could be a Sag as well, but this is a deep level of commitment because the Four of Wands, four is all about stability, security, really wanting to build this foundation as well for finally finding your person, right? You're finding your community. You know what you want. You have the same goals, ideals. You might be different people, but what you want out of life, your morals, values is very similar. And with the Lovers, it is a deep soul connection, a mind, body, soul, over-consuming relationship, right? And I have no words. Honestly, that's really never happened to me. Maybe it happened one time where I've gotten like the Hierophant and the Lovers back to back, but that's fucking crazy. Let's see, what else do you need to know? Page of Wands, get excited. A lot of Wands energy. So Aries, Leo, Sag. There's this energy of feeling free, going with the... There's the Two of Cups, going with the flow, being excited about this connection. Someone feels like this is fated, that this is destiny out here. And really, they have this enthusiasm of what the future is going to look like with you. And they want to come tell you this. Maybe they haven't confessed their feelings, that they're in love with you, that they want to see where this can go. They want to talk the talk, walk the walk. Three of Wands, they want to move forward. You definitely have history with this person. So if it was the runner-chaser dynamic, now they are in that chasing energy and you are in the receiving, 333 on the timer, receiving energy, and really ready for the clarity to come in and to speak their truth, right? They want to be this protector, provider for you in your life. We have the King of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be a divine masculine, but very much so the King of Pentacles is very slow moving a little bit, but with all the other cards that came out, and the Three of Pentacles, they want this teamwork to build a foundation with you. You could work together. You could both be well known in your career fields. They just really think that you would be a power couple together. The King of Pentacles, especially with the Queen of Pentacles, that hasn't came out yet, but it's a very creative, nurturing energy, right? You want to make this house a home. You are, yes, you have your head screwed on straight, right? And the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So they're letting go of any anxieties, any fears about this not working out. They want to build with you. The Three of Pentacles is like, we can work together. We can be a team. We bring valuable qualities to each other's lives that even though we're two different people, our weaknesses are the other person's strengths and so on and so forth. But they've had a lot of late nights. Maybe they haven't been able to sleep thinking about this connection, where things could go and what the future entails. Up or down? Because okay, it's up. Blackbirds might be significant. Usually that's a sign of good luck. People think that it's a bad omen. Depends on the bird and the situation, but it's almost as if they were torn between two decisions, maybe you and another person, or the things from the past, their excuses, their old triggers, their own unhealed behaviors, patterns, and maybe you've had to go through this as well. But I do believe that they are taking off the blindfold because they don't want to let you go. Four of Pentacles, they don't want anyone else to have you. They're holding on to you tightly. Do you see the way she's holding on to this purse? It's like holding on to something valuable. I don't think it's toxic per se, but it's like you might be getting attention, especially if you're single, from other people. They know you have options. And Four of Swords following. So 4 for 4 could be very significant. Here's the Queen of Pentacles, so divine counterpart. But they have gone through a lot of anxiety and overthinking in this situation. They feel deeply, even if they were not expressing how they feel. You see this red string? That is really giving the red string theory, that there are fated people in your life that you're meant to meet. And no matter how far you try to get away from these people, they'll always be connected in your life for some sort of reason, right? And we have the Six of Pentacles. They want to give you this gift, equal give and take, balancing of the scales. What is their intention? Because this feels too good to be true sometimes. Their intentions is the Ten of Cups. They're happily ever after. The white picket fence, the house, the dogs, the kids, the cats. They see it all with you. And maybe I saw this quote. It's like when you date a woman who's never been treated like properly, it's like owning a pet dragon. She'll burn everything in a 10-foot radius or something like that. And it's really giving, no one's giving you the love that you give other people, right? And with the Six of Wands, it talks about a celebration. Like they see you for who you truly are, even if other people can't see like your flaws, you're basically like what you have to offer. Other people might be thrown off by it. Perfect example, like I'm a tarot reader. It's not everyone's jam, right? But my future spouse will hopefully think it's cool as shit and not give a fuck what I do on the internet, right? And if they do, then that's definitely not my man, and someone smack me in the face. But they see you as this Empress. They might also want to get you pregnant if you are the divine feminine, Taurus energy. But you are someone who is very nurturing, very loving, very... And the Empress is number 3. So that 333 earlier confirmation. But you nurture and allow everything to grow and transform around you. And embodying all 4 queens out here, the Empress is. She has her money right. She's focused on the right things, the bag. She has her emotions mostly in check. But she still is in that receiving energy. She's not going ahead and chasing that wands, that passion, that giving. It's really, she finds fulfillment within herself. We have the Nine of Cups. So you are this wish fulfillment, this happily ever after. And by you closing out this karmic cycle, the world, you could be at a distance from this person. But I think there's a chapter closing because the world is the last card in the major arcana. So it's like you finish the cycle, you learn the lesson, you're leaving that in the rearview mirror, and now you're ready for this new beginning, right? And that is going to take clarification. That is going to take you realizing that this heartbreak, this separation was a thing of the past. You can see on the Three of Swords, it's kind of almost like the, oh, is there 3 arrows? Okay, never mind. I thought that was like the Two of Swords. I was like, there's the decision again, but 3 is a crowd. This is definitely a higher soul tie that is being divinely guided to you. The Temperance, you can see he has like the angel wings behind him. If you're watching this right when I post it, 10/10, confirmation, you're closing that cycle. It is Sagittarius season. This is timeless, as I said, but that could be significant to some of you that you are choosing peace. You are being the bigger person. You want something that is all-consuming, mind, body, soul, that someone just understands you and gets you. And I think you felt that with this person, and then they acted the way that they did. And yeah, they were sus, and it was like almost unlikely that this was never going to work out in your favor, you guys to be together, because both of you needed to grow, learn those lessons, get rid of the codependency, the attachment from the past, focus in on your finances, you know, heal those childhood wounds before you were able to come together. What else do we need to know about this person and their intentions? They're definitely watching you on social media. Cloud Goblin came out. And Rent Freeze at the bottom of the deck. You are consuming their thoughts and they have no idea why. Like maybe they try to move on, be with other people, you know, put physical distance between you two. They ghosted you and now it's like they can't get enough. They're keeping an eye on you. That's definitely for sure. They might even have fake accounts, having a friend watch your behavior, because there's 4 phones, right? I got 4 phones, one for the bitches. Wait, I got 2 phones, one for the bitches, one for the, what's that song? Anyways, I was trying to make a joke on why you would need 4 phones, but November energy coming out here. They could be born in November, you could be born in November, or this is a prominent time for you guys. Maybe you made a wish with the 1111 portal, or you're trying to manifest this into your reality. But there's going to be an opportunity out here for the 1111 portal to see what comes around. So the seeds you planted during that point in time are really going to come into fruition, and you're going to Rent Free and then Soulmates back at the bottom of the deck. They're fantasizing about what this could have been. They might have made a wish on you, or at least if this didn't happen in November, they saw 1111 on the clock. They wished for you. They started Googling, looking into twin flames or something of that nature to try to understand this connection. Maybe you are someone who speaks through signs, angel numbers, synchronicities, but here's that 4 for 4, as I was saying, that stability, that consistency. Sky Daddy, the universe source, is supporting you. This is a sign of a good omen. You're being guided down this path, that this lesson had to happen for a reason. And you have 888, abundance, and simp coming forward. So someone's an inevitable at the bottom of the deck. Someone is putting that pussy or that dick on a pedestal. They are really obsessed with you. It's giving, I'm in love with you, I can't see my life without you. That this is meant to be. Everything had to happen this way to fall into place, right? And they're grateful for even the chance to get to know you, if you even reject them. But they're done being scared. They're done having this anxiety, these fears. There's some sort of forbidden fruit aspect. Maybe you work together, especially with the 3 of Pentacles, that teamwork, or the judgment of what their family and friends are going to think. Maybe you guys are opposites, not the same religion, different country, different ideals. Who know? I think you have the same morals and values. It just looks different in a different font. Kind of like how everyone has their version of Sky Daddy out there to some degree. And this is inevitable. This is destiny. Do you even need a card to prove this right now? Okay, let me ask, I know I already asked their intentions. What are their next steps? Okay, by March. So you could be dealing with a Pisces and Aries. It has the 3-3 portal. It says help is on the way, remain positive. So this might be a divinely guided type of situation. I mean, their next steps are the karma. They probably have been getting bad karma for what has happened. Two of you both had to close out cycles. Maybe you felt like yours was rough. Imagine theirs. But what you put out to the universe, you get back. And once again, it's inevitable. And here's Sagittarius. One hiccup confirmation, Sagittarius at the bottom of the deck if you are dealing with a Sag. Or this is going to happen, this realization is going to happen in Sagittarius season, which would be end of November, early December. And then this will fully come into this healing mode by March, right? Because confirmation, here's the December popping out. I mean, the answer is yes. So it's who you think it is. It's what you need to know. Of course, it's happening. You need to let it unfold naturally. And yeah, Libra and Sagittarius, the scales are going to be balanced. You need to be confident in this, that you'll always love yourself more, not love and prosperity coming out. But I think you're healing those people-pleasing tendencies that need to control and are worried people are going to leave. If I do the right thing, if I say the right thing, they won't abandon me, they won't do X, Y, Z. And you've walked on eggshells your whole life, bestie. And now the love and the prosperity coming forward, you are in this releasing that scarce lack mindset. You're focused in on the bag. As I said, confirmation, more money is coming towards you. Maybe that's a side hustle, a bonus, a promotion, but as well for we got love. So you are this husband, wifey material, and this person wants to plan their future with you included in it. And this is a soul connection. 777. Wonderful things are about ready to happen. The divine is on your side, and you're a lucky bitch. Everything works out in your favor. Let's see. How are their friends and family viewing you right now? Do they know about you? Well, we got this. So we got January, June alignment. So what it says on here is Gemini Cancer season. June has the 6-6 portal. So they might even compare you to their past people that, hey, this person needed to release bad habits, bad people around them. And you're kind of like a fresh breath of air. Because January is like the 1-1 portal, especially in 2026. On January 1st, 2026 is a 1 year. So it is 1-1-1. And you're at the right place at the right time. The stars are aligned, darling. I'm just letting you know this, that, yeah. That person from the past, yeah, they thought that they only wanted them for their money, that they were bad news, that they were ruining that person's life, or maybe that's what happened. They saw a future with someone else, maybe not at this point in time while they were talking to you, but there was like that ex that they could never get over because of what they did. They swore off love, and now their friends and family view you as you're their first baddie, right? You don't chase, you attract, and you know who you are. And you got a lot going for you, that they think that you are a great choice, that your person is going to go ahead and regret not taking a chance on you, that they might have disappointed you in the past, but this passion, this connection that you see for each other, this undesirable urge, we have the ancestors coming out. So they do view this as a very spiritual connection, that you were a blessing in disguise by Sky Daddy himself to reopen this person's heart, to give them a new perspective, to show them this compassion. And maybe a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, is ready to chase after you. They want to fight for this connection. Stop abandoning me. I just want to love you. A King or Queen of Cups is someone who feels their emotions, yes, but they might hide them and not outwardly express them. But they're ready to take their mask off. You can't make this shit up. So they pretended to not have feelings for you. They kind of tried to block those feelings. They might have even blocked you, blocked this connection, because about ready to blow up your phone is at the bottom of the deck. So let's get some final cards. Well, any last messages? What do we need to go ahead and know? Yeah, they've gone through a Psalms 23 Pharaoh's awakening. They see the table before them in the presence of their enemies. And they're deciding to, one, choose themselves, two, out here, take a freaking risk and really come forward. That this will be the biggest regret of their life if they don't try to pursue the divine feminine, right? Someone who is very nurturing, very caring, very intuitive. And they were a little distracted by this Black Widow, this hard to break cord, a person from a past life. And it's almost like they've been getting signs that the veil is being lifted. They're seeing through the curtain on who's who. Confirmation, animal and spiritual insects. So let's see. How does this person view you? One card, please and thank you. Okay, or two. Okay, yeah, they definitely lied about you being this 10 of Pentacles. You giving them this ultimate happiness, stability. Once again, the Hierophants at the bottom of the deck. That this could be something long-term, or that they saw a future with you. How do they view this karmic? The Chariot in the reverse, blocked by obstacles. That, hey, here's your karmic justice. Probably a balancing of the scales. You see how the justice has two people in it? It's almost like it's giving try to destiny swap or just be about you. But they knew that they had two choices, two of wands. Do they stay focused on the past, or do they look forward out the window to their future with the other wand, that new beginning, right? And the Knight of Pentacles, they liked it because it was safe. The grass wasn't greener on the other side because it's because it was easier, right? Okay, one card, final thought. How is this relationship gonna end? How does Spirit feel about this connection? Okay, this is gonna end in some fucking good dig game, bestie. Because we got the Ace of Wands. So that is my lustful, passionate card. At least it's not the devil coming out. But the Ace of Wands is something new, something spontaneous, something really passionate. And it does talk about a new beginning. So things will be definitely different because, here we go, they have been under heavy judgment and they've gone through this spiritual ascension. We got the Judgment and the Death card and the Tower. So their whole life has been shook up. Everything they thought that they wanted, they no longer want. Everything that they thought made them happy, like their career, that they were okay being alone, they're realizing, actually, no, I don't feel that way. No, I want someone to spend my life with. And the person they want to spend their life with is the Queen of Pentacles. Someone who's got it all, who can hold down the fort, who can provide for herself, who can love herself, who really brightens the space where she's at. And this is something different than they've ever expected. You could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, especially Virgo. You could be just focused on your solitude, your spiritual awakening, staying home. Maybe you've been kind of off of social media. And this King of Cups is watching you. So the Knight of Wands and the Sun. I'm just telling you, they're passionate. They're rapidly coming in. They got the fucking hots for you, bestie. I think this is a retired playboy because 2026 is the year of the fire horse specifically. So there's a lot of passion coming your way. You're moving into calmer waters. It's like, hey, here's this ship sailing and you're this ultimate happiness. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck, and we have the Fool out here. So it's like, take a leap of faith, be impulsive. Obviously believe what they say. Behavior is a language, but their intentions are going to become clear. And ready or not, here they come, bestie. I love you. Make sure to like and subscribe. And if you would like a private reading for more specifics on your situation, book through my Shopify, and readings are returned within 24 to 48 hours. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, bestie.